Okay, this section is going to be surface area of right prisms and cylinders. Our formula is surface area is equal to the perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times the area of the base. That's just the perimeter of the base. The height is pretty self-explanatory, and this B is not a base length, but it's the base area. So starting with this one, I was going to do 11, but I'm going to let you guys figure out the area of a trapezoid if you don't already know that. Let's do 10. So for 10, I'm going to need to go S is equal to the perimeter of the base. So I think you guys know this, but sometimes when people are learning this, they don't know what the base is, and they think that this is the base. This is not the base of the shape. These shapes are named by their base. So this is a triangular prism because its polygons that are parallel to each other are the bases. So we would have to get the perimeter of that. So to get the perimeter of that, we obviously need the Pythagorean theorem. And I know that 5 and 12 are a Pythagorean triple with 13. So I know that that length right there must be 13. So the perimeter of the base would be 12 plus 13 plus 5, which is 30. And then the height is again, it's not this. The height is the part that connects the two bases. So the height would be this length right here, which I know must be equal to 4. Plus 2 times the area of the base. So this depends a lot on, this part of the formula can change. It depends on what shape the base is. So in this one, you would have to do the formula over here for the area of a rectangle, which is easy. And this one is a triangle. This one's going to be a trapezoid, so you're going to need to learn that formula if you don't know it. And then I don't think there's any on here, unfortunately, but you may run into it later when we review or even on the test, where the base is a regular polygon or something that's really complex, in which case you would have to use something like 1/2 apothem times the perimeter and use trigonometry. So all of this kind of starts tying together. But for our triangle, it's super simple. It's just 5 times 12 divided by 2. So 5 times 12 is 60, divided by 2 is 30. And I can tell right now that that's 120 plus 60. So the surface area here is 180. Later on in the assignment, they're going to give you the surface area, and you're going to have to plug the numbers into the formula and work backward to solve for certain side lengths. The only thing I haven't talked about is the right cylinder, which is exactly the same. It's SA is equal to the circumference times the height plus 2 times the area of the base. So that would be the circumference of this circle times the height plus 2 of these. 1 for the top and 1 for the bottom. So in those formulas, we just swiped that letter for that letter because the base is circular.